There's Baker now Bowden to Wise. Yes! Package. Now Schroeder down 4. Breaks a corner 3. In. Hey, good afternoon there, sports fans. Brandon Morbilius right here again with you here on the Raiders Sports Report. Again, this is episode number 5 here for us, and just another weekly breakdown of things. I know it's been about a couple weeks or so since I last got on here and was able to talk with all you fine folks out there in Raider Nation. But we'll go ahead and get things started here with our Raider Sports Report again for the week of January the 4th through the 10th. And again, we're taking a look here. First and foremost, we're going to recap the last few weeks because, like I said, it's been about a few weeks since we've last got on here. But your Wapahani Lady Raiders was on a 4-game winning streak dating back to December the 17th, in which they went to Oak Hill and took down the Lady Golden Eagles there in that one with a final score of 50-41. And then they went on to defeat Muncie Central at the Fieldhouse. Again, roughly about a couple weeks ago, that was a 46-32 final score there in that one on December the 21st. The next up here, December the 28th, Wapahani had Union out there at Raider Gymnasium, big conference game right there, as your Wapahani Lady Raiders won that one by a final score of 82-25. And then on December the 30th, if you remember, that was the Wapahani Girls Basketball Classic. Again, an annual basketball tournament that they've held out there at Wapahani now for the last seemingly 4 years or so. And it's really nice. It's great to be able to get the girls back in there, play some basketball right out of the Christmas holiday, heading into the new year. And so it's nice to be able to get that competition in there and to be able to face some really nice teams. And, Wapahani held their own. They defeated Southern Wells in the first game of the day of that Wapahani Girls Basketball Classic. 63-38 was the final score in that one. Then to advance on to the championship game later on last Wednesday night's matchup there with the Alexandria Lady Tigers, which, by the way, coming into that game, Alexandria was coming in 12-1 on the season, so they're having a great start to the year. They've got to be ranked in Class 2A. I'm not exactly sure where they are in that ranking, but they're a very impressive group of young ladies right there. Wapahani held their ground, hard-fought battle the entire way through, and really all the way to the end, but unfortunately the Lady Raiders came up just a little bit short there when that one final score of that championship game was 65-55. So again, with that loss, that ended the 4-game winning streak there for the Wapahani Lady Raiders, in which they was then 5-5 on the season. Like I said, they had a tough stretch right there to begin the year, playing some really tough teams, and we've still continued to play some tough teams. But Wapahani, I think, as the seasons went along here, has really gathered together here as a collective unit, and are playing some of their best basketball right now. And hopefully that will continue throughout the week here. Meanwhile, here your Wapahani Raider boys basketball team, what a streak that they're on right now. A 5-game winning streak here for the Wapahani Raider boys basketball team. Again, so far in that 5-game winning streak, they're winning by an average of nearly 24 points a game. So they're flying high on all cylinders. They defeated Centerville back on December the 12th. Final score of that one, 51-29. And then very next time around here, they took on the Westdale Warriors. Supposed to be a great matchup there. Those two teams coming out to a hot start to the season, in which Wapahani won that one by a final score of 73-47. Again, that was back on December the 18th. Then the very next night, they were supposed to play against the Alexandria Tigers. Well, that game had got postponed, and so we had a fill-in game there with the Wabash Apaches, in which Wapahani also won that one. Then on December the 19th, 59-48 was the final score there in that one. And then they've really thrown down the gauntlet really ever since then as well. They defeated Knightstown last week as well as Blue River. They defeated Knightstown 61-27 and then Blue River 64-36. Again, to advance or to improve upon their record now 6-2 on the season. Again, that 5-game winning streak going strong here for your Wapahani Raider boys basketball team. Also 2-0 in the MEC conference. So a great start here for Wapahani. Again, hopefully the Lady Raider basketball team and the Raider boys basketball team can keep it going. But now we'll switch over here to our next segment. This is our Weekend Sports. And so this was, again, a very big week here for us on the broadcast. Some very big-time opponents here. So we're going to start off here with the Wapahani Lady Raiders. Again, last night, again, this is Tuesday afternoon. Last night on Monday, your Wapahani Lady Raiders took on the Westdale Lady Warriors to begin the weekend. Started off on a high note so far, 59-27 victory last night. To now improve on their record, now 6-5 on the season, 2-2 in MEC conference play. So again, a very big win last night, and you know, we're continuing to trend in the right direction here, and you have to see improvement on the team, and I think that we've definitely seen that, especially here within the last 2 or 3 weeks here. This Lady Raider basketball team is really clicking on all cylinders. Again, coming together as a collective unit, playing some very good basketball, having a nice balance on offense, with the post presence and the outside shooting as well. From the likes of Reese Baker, I think she's probably been one of the hottest shooters here for Wapahani. Cameron Wise is really starting to come on, especially here of late. Had a little bit of a tough start, but is really playing some of her best basketball as well. Kendall Thrasher, Jalen Willis down the post, really done a nice job. Layla Lee's done great all year long. And an assortment of others. I'm not going to just necessarily pick out, certain ones, but everybody has contributed greatly. Malia York. Trinity Brozier came back just a couple of games ago, so it's nice to have her back out there on the floor. But like I said, the list can go on and on right here, and it's a nice, well-balanced team right now, continuing to play great basketball. Defensively, we've been great, and hopefully that will continue. Again, they're going to be back at it again tonight, traveling to Daleville for another big MEC conference matchup there with the Lady Broncos. Again, Daleville coming into the ball game 4-8 on the season, while being 2-2 in conference play. Again, Daleville averaging 36.2 points a game, while also allowing 55.8 points a game. So obviously, when you're on the negative side of the scoring spectrum right there, and especially by a pretty sizable margin, you're almost 20 points difference from the points you score from the points you allow. And so should be a good matchup. Again, the Broncos have lost 7 of their last 9 games. And so obviously they're going to be eager to get back to their winning ways, especially playing on their home floor. So Wapahani's got to be on their A game here tonight, continue where you left off from last night, playing great basketball, defense, offense, free throws, rebounding, everything that factors into the game of basketball. We've got to perform at the highest level again here tonight. Then also throughout the week here, we have on Thursday night, that will be January the 7th, we'll have more Wapahani Lady Raider basketball coming your way right here live on the WHS network, as the Lady Raiders will be taking on the Newcastle Lady Trojans. Again, another team that has had a lot of success throughout the years, especially within the last 4 or 5 years. And so a little bit of a different start here for Newcastle. 1-7 on the season. They lost their first 7 games of the year, which one of those games was to Muncie Central. That was a 54-40 final score there in that one, when Muncie Central traveled to Chrysler Fieldhouse to take on the Newcastle Trojans, in which, again, Wapahani just beat Muncie Central, a week and a half ago, there by a little over 12, 13 points. And so, just having that common opponent kind of ordeal is kind of nice to kind of measure where you're at and where your opponent is at. But Newcastle, again, did get their win last time out against Delta, won that one by a final score of 48-45. Now, again, there has been a schedule change, which I alluded to during the broadcast last night, if you was able to watch that. I mentioned this, but there has been a schedule change for your Wapahani Raider boys basketball team. They were supposed to play on Friday night. Unfortunately, that game has been postponed. They're against the Eastern Hancock Royals. Eastern Hancock, unfortunately, has been having some COVID issues. So that game will be rescheduled for February the 9th. Again, it'll still be held at Wapahani High School. So that's a good thing. We won't have to travel to Eastern Hancock again this season. But again, that game was rescheduled. It will not be played on Friday night between Wapahani and Eastern Hancock. That game has been rescheduled for February the 9th. And then next up here, Saturday, January the 9th, coming up this week. Man, oh man, what a busy day it's going to be then. We have a quadruple header for all of you out there in Raider Nation. We're going to start off the day with Wapahani Lady Raider basketball as they will be taking on the Muncie Burris Owls. That'll be a JV start time, 12 o'clock. Varsity game to follow there in that one. And then later on Saturday night, we'll have the Wapahani Raider boys basketball team also in action against Muncie Burris as well. Again, that will be a JV start time, 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow. Again, we've been playing some great basketball with the girls team and the boys team, and hopefully we can keep it up throughout the week here. Again, the girls got it off to a great start last night, and we're hoping to continue that here tonight as Wapahani travels on to Daleville. Again, with JV start time, 6 o'clock varsity game to follow. We hope to be live for that. We already put that on our social media sites on Twitter and Facebook, which if you haven't followed us on there, make sure to do so. Follow us on Twitter at WHS Network, and then like us on Facebook, just WHS Network. So go on there, check us out. Again, we have different posts throughout the week that we share, with games that we have on the broadcast or schedule changes, whatever the case might be. We'll have all that stuff on there. And if there is any other changes throughout the rest of this week, we'll make sure and relay that information to all you fine folks out there. So again, this has been our latest edition of the Raider Sports Report live here on the WHS Network. Again, we hope all of you have enjoyed it. Again, we appreciate everyone each and every single night to watching us, whether it be here on the Raider Sports Report or our broadcast. It's very important to us, and we're very thankful that you guys support our teams out here. The boys and the girls come out here each and every night and ready to play and to win ball games. And so we're happy to bring that to all you fine folks out there. So, again, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is not a COVID cough, by the way. But nonetheless, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WHS Network. Just click the subscribe button. If you want to click the little bell icon right next to it, that'd be great as well. Again, it just sends you notifications upon each and every broadcast that we'll have. So, folks, until next week, again, here on the Raider Sports Report, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Again, wishing you all a very happy Tuesday, and we'll see you next time here on the Raider Sports Report.